Alright guys, so it's been like 9 hours since I turned 25, and let me tell you, your mid-20s are no joke. Like, do you guys see this? My mom already stopped making my bed. Like, that's kind of crazy. But anyways, I've just realized that being 25 is kind of scary because, you know, you're like a quarter of a way done with your life, unless you're genetically predisposed to cancer or live in Chicago. But anyways, you feel like you've done nothing with it, and at the same time, it all just feels meaningless. Hold on, give me one sec. That's why I want to help you guys. I've put together a list of 25 questions every 25-year-old has, so that if you're not 25 yet, you can prepare for the impending doom of becoming a real adult. And if you are 25 or older, well, maybe you'll just find some comfort in knowing that there is someone out there that thinks exactly the same way you do. Okay, here we go. The first question every single 25-year-old has: why am I Korean? Seriously, there are so many better races like Latinos. It's literally in their name. Latinx. Excellence. Anyways, moving on to number 2. Why am I racist? Alright, I'm sorry. I can't do this right now. I really wanted to make this a funny video for you guys, but I just realized that the rest of the questions on my head right now are super serious because my life personally right now, there's some stuff going on that's not very fun. That's not very funny. And I don't know, I just don't feel funny right now. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, great bit, Sam. Way to pretend to be serious for a second and way to pretend to be bipolar. Just go back to being funny in 10 seconds. I can't wait for you to make a joke. That's not what's happening right now, guys. Like, I'm being honest with you. Like, I'm really sick of trying to make these jokes and trying to make you guys laugh when deep down, I'm having a hard time laughing in my own life because life is so hard sometimes. And what is this? Hold on. I don't get it. How come every year my facial hair grows faster when my actual head hair grows slower? I used to only have to shave once a week and now it's like every other day. Like, God, how come you can't use that extra testosterone to give me a couple extra inches of height? Like, would it kill you to take a man from 6 foot to 6'6"? Wait, is 2,000 years too soon to be making a killing joke? The good book does say the Lord views 1,000 years as a single day, so I guess it's like making a 9/11 joke on 9/13. What is that ticking noise? Why would you put that graphic in the video, Sam? You and I both know that ticking noise is just our alarm telling us it's time to go on our date. Sorry, I forgot what the frame looked like when I snapped, and I can't be asked to actually spend time setting up these shots anymore. And don't worry guys, just a solo date today. I'm still single. I just like to go on dates by myself because instead of waiting for someone to want to do the things that I want to do, I realize I can just do it on my own and have fun on my own. But that doesn't mean I don't ask myself all the time, is this the year I find my wife? This is getting super uncomfortable, hold on. Yeah, this is better. I can't believe I've gone 24 years without being in a single relationship. I'm sorry, I take that back. I can't believe I've gone 24 years without going on a single date with another human being. You know, it was funny in high school when my crush ghosted me because she was just playing hard to get. But now as a 25-year-old, it is just sad that every single person I've seriously asked out has rejected me. Because first of all, it is so hard to meet new people nowadays. Like, how are you supposed to make new friends after you're done with school? If you think about it, the only place where large groups of people around the same age gather together are at school and at retirement homes. So what the heck am I supposed to do in between? Even when I do meet the rare person my age, if it's a girl, I can never just go up to her and start randomly talking to her because they always think I'm hitting on them, and they don't like that because they would rather get to know me first before I hit on them. But how can I do that when they don't want me to approach them? Okay, I gotta get up. This is hurting too. Yeah, we'll get up and close with this one. This is why the only new friends I've made this year are with my pet rabbit and the woman who lives down the hall from me, and at least one of those relationships would be incestual. Because I was born the year of the rabbit, and definitely not because I live at home with my parents. Anyway, secondly, I'm just also way more picky now because I'm not looking for a girlfriend anymore. I'm looking for my wife. Like, I think I probably only put up like 1.5 shots per year now. And I know, those are some Ben Simmons numbers. But that's because I only meet like one girl a year now, max, that is loving and caring and selfless enough for me to muster up the courage to go up to her face to face and be like, hey, let me take you out on a date. And you know, that's like one real shot. But then when she says no, in my moment of weakness, I'll just text the first girl to pop up in my DMs. I think you're pretty, haha, JK. And you know, that's like a half shot, a little pump fake action. Why don't she love me, man? Look, I know, I am too old to still be thinking like this. Some people like oranges and I'm just an apple, and it's never personal at this point. But try telling my heart that, man. Because even though the person this question has been about has changed over the years, the rest of this question hasn't. Every year for the past decade, I have asked myself this question at least once a year, because that feeling of wanting to share your whole world with someone who doesn't even think about you, that feeling just never really goes away. I mean, at this point, should I just try dating someone in their 30s? The age gap between me and a 20-year-old is officially the same as the age gap between me and a 30-year-old now. Wait, do I relate more to a 30-year-old than a 20-year-old now? Nah, hold up. A 20-year-old is still probably in college or figuring out life or screwing around, while a 30-year-old probably works a 9 to 5, is settled down, only goes out on weekends, and oh my goodness, that sounds so boring, but so real. Is this really how I want to live the next 40 years of my life? There is no way that life's entire purpose is to work 9 to 5, come home, eat dinner, watch some TV, go to sleep, and then on the weekends, spend the money I earned Monday through Friday on a nice little dinner until Sunday comes around where the cycle repeats again. That cannot be all I am created to do. Life cannot just be an endless cycle of making just enough money to buy a nice dinner. Life is way too short for this. Like, I've already lived 24 years of my life, and what have I actually done? It feels like all I've done is just work to get a job so that I can work some more and make some money, and it's not like I'm even good at that. Like, when is my dad gonna retire? I don't even make enough money for him to do that. Anyways, I'm hungry. I can't believe I didn't even bring food to this picnic. Nope, too old for that. Nope. That's better. My dad told me growing up to never let anyone eat alone because eating alone is one of the loneliest activities in the world. Here I am at the age of 25 still eating alone. It's partly because I still live in my hometown, but most of my friends don't anymore, which kind of makes this weird. I grew up loving the city, but it's just different now because even though most of my favorite places are still here, I can't share them with my favorite people anymore. I mean, that's what being 25 is. People move on, and if I think about it, how many more times will I actually see my friends before I die? We're all just too busy doing our own thing. Heck, I got buds working 60-hour weeks, others getting married, others just too busy being fun employed to hang out. And so if you really think about it, there's probably never gonna be another time again where we're all in the same place at the same time. But even individually, outside of my close friend group, we're probably never gonna go out of our way to hop on a flight and visit each other. Maybe for a big event like a wedding or the 100th anniversary of Helen Keller's death, but that only happens twice in a lifetime. 3 if you're lucky with a divorce, so I guess I really only have like 2 or 3 meetings left. But also, speaking of weddings, I've been thinking about this. If she ever decides to actually give me a chance, who will I invite to my wedding? Chance the Rapper once said, "I don't want people at my wedding that won't be there for my marriage." And then he recently got divorced, so maybe he invited the wrong people, but that's besides the point. I think as my friends and I live further and further away from each other, I've come to realize which relationships really matter. I spent some time counting today, and outside of my family, I think there are only 10 people who I really trust to push me to be a better husband, better friend, better man the rest of my life. Everyone else is kind of just there temporarily, and that doesn't mean they won't be impactful, wonderful blessings on my life, but it does mean they won't be consistently enduring. Dang. Maybe my side of the wedding is gonna be super small. But at least rabbits got big families. That's a Judy Hopps joke, because I'm gonna marry her. Anyways, my stomach is full now. I gotta blow some of this up. Now we can use that graph. Should I adopt a kid? Not like a 5-year-old child or anything, but like a 17-year-old who just like really wants help. I feel like I could take him on for like a year. Hold on, I don't want to bend down the whole time. Like, there are companies out there that sponsor their workers to adopt kids. So imagine being like a 25-year-old single male working at one of these companies. Yeah, you don't have a girlfriend to spend that money on, and it's not like you're spending that money on anything useful anyways, and the company's paying you to do this. I don't know, it sounds like a win-win. Look, I know, I might not have the maturity to take care of another human being, but that's the weird part about being 25. It's this weird like middle stage. Am I still growing up, or am I just getting old? Honestly, I can't tell at this point. Because now I have to stretch before every single basketball game, and I get way more scared thinking about hopping a fence just to use some random community pool. But I still make all my threes, and that desire to hop every fence I see, that's never gone away. So like for me, honestly, 25 feels like this inflection point where everyone is starting to expect me to act my age. Like I can't spill my food when I eat anymore without people laughing at me for acting like a child, but maybe I like being a child because being an adult is really hard and confusing. Because the thing about being an adult is that everything is up to me now, and there are no more guardrails, and there are so many routes I could take my life, so what am I supposed to do? I'll be honest, I never thought I'd make it this far. When I was a kid, all I really imagined was working hard enough so that I could get into a good college, and once I got into a good college, I'd work hard there so that I could get a good job. But now that I'm here, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I never really thought about what life would look like past this point. I can try to grow a beard, or I can keep shaving it off. I can try to win her back, or I can move on to a 30-year-old. I can live the rest of my life exactly the same way I've lived up until this point, or I can adopt a kid, or hop more fences, or I don't know, move to Thailand. There are just so many options and no real perfect way of knowing which option is the correct one. That's what being 25 is like. A bunch of options, so many questions, and not enough answers. If you've been counting, I've given 24 questions so far in this video, and I haven't given a single real answer. That's a pretty bad ratio, and so to get my numbers up a little bit, I'll answer the most recent question. What am I supposed to do? I think I'm supposed to love my life a little less and love God a little bit more. The reason these questions stress me out so much is because I'm trying to maximize my life, having everything I want happen exactly when I want it, how I want it, so that I could live my dream. But maybe God's already got all this planned out. Maybe there's a God out there who created us and loved us enough to claim every single one of us who believe in him as his own. And when he does that, maybe he takes ownership of our lives so that all of our decisions, even the wrong ones, are used for his purposes and his good. I think if that's true, this life that I cling on to was never my own, and I should give it away. And instead, I should cling to the one who planned all of this out and said that it was good. Sorry, I hate cheesy endings, but I had to think of a good way to end this. Sorry, that's so bad. That's so bad. Oh my. Anyways, that's still only 24 questions, which means I owe you guys one more. One final question every 25-year-old asks. Hold on, let me get it for you real quick. Who will I eat this cake with? No, seriously, I literally just bought this for the thumbnail, and I realize I have no one to eat it with now. But anyways, happy birthday to everyone who will ever be 25, who currently is 25, and who has ever been 25. Are you guys dumb? There's no light on this candle because I forgot a match. Happy birthday.